Hey guys, week 16 of the build. It's rigging week and hopefully the last week of this build. As you can see here, I've got some stuff from Lisbon. I went to Lisnautica with Francisco. This is Francisco.
Hello.
He's also building a goose, so we had to go there and get all the halyards, main sheets, all the lines. Francisco is the dude who thought of that, using that screw for to create the internal countersunk things. Okay, now you know him. So let's start with the main sheet. This is single braided polyester rope, nothing special about this, although it's a good brand. I hope it lasts. This is the halyard, which I bought 5mm Dyneema core with outer polyester. I think the materials list specifies 4, but they didn't have any other color than this, and I want different colors. So that's the halyard, 5mm Dyneema core, and this one is for the downhaul, for the traveler, and something else I can't remember. I'll let you know. This here is 3mm Dyneema core with outer polyester, and this is for the Outhaul. This here is for tying the hiking straps and other bits and pieces. It's also 3mm Dyneema core. This is 2.5mm Spectra, single braided, and this is so that I can create the loops for the reefing system. Now for the top of the mast, I won't use any blocks or the stainless steel ring as suggested in the plans, although that's a good option as well. I'm going to use 2 fairleads, one on each side of the mast, or in this case front and back of the mast. That's for the halyard, that's for the lazyjacks. You can also use a link or 2 of stainless steel chain. That will allow for the lazyjacks to go through just one link. I'm not sure you can get away with the halyard here. Well, if it's 4mm, that should work as well. And I've got these Cleats. Again, not part of the materials list, but I like to use this. That's one for the halyards and the other one for the downhaul. I got this from either AliExpress or Temu, I can't remember. And again, they're cheap. This cost, I think, €5 each. But we've got some of these on Princesa do Tejo, and they've held for 3 seasons already, and we're talking about 55 square meters of sail there, not just 8, so I'm pretty sure this will hold. What else? I've got this polyester rope, that's just to wrap around the yard and the boom as anti-chafe, so they don't get scuffed on the mast, or they don't scuff the mast, whatever. And this I already had. This, I think this is actually Dyneema, but yeah, that's for lazyjacks. So a lot to do this week. I only have today to work on the boat, so better get started. Okay, and first we're going to start by putting the fairleads on the masts, and the reason for that is I want to raise sail only held by the 4 corners, so I can see exactly where I need to wrap the rope around the yard and the boom. If you remember, I had these pre-drilled 10mm, then fill them up with epoxy again, and now I'm going to drill them at 525 so I can put these screws. Okay, dead center, that's good. Oh damn, that shouldn't be there. That's a bit too far apart, these 10 mils. Okay, so I didn't get any wood, which is a good sign, although they're a bit off center from this one. But Now the moment of truth. Let's see if this fits on the other side. Yeah, perfect. Ha. Okay, as you can see, this is countersunk. So we need to put a couple of washers there so you can keep the nut above the plastic so you can hold it and tighten it. Okay, that's done. And since I'm here, I'm gonna drill the holes on the boom as well. That's a 8mm drill bit. Okay, that's nice and smooth now. Okay, now we can go and see if the mast fits in the partner with the anti-chafe leather that I want to put there. Okay, this is really bright. Under this gorgeous sun, it hurts my eyes. I think I'm gonna have to do something about this white. Anyway, bit of leather for the mast. As you can see, this was just a square. I cut it like an X. Right. Kind of fits. Let's hope it doesn't get stuck there. Okay, now we need to get these spectra loops in there. I'm going to put it through here. Hold it with a figure of 8 knot on the other end. Then come back up, go back down, and another figure of 8 knots on the other end. Okay, here in the boom I already know where I want to put the anti-chafe rope. It will never be less than 20 centimeters, so I can start here, then I'll probably do another 30 centimeters here, and that should do. The yard I will have to check. And now let's see if I can pull the loop. Okay, that worked. Okay, that's that one done. And now we need to get the sail hoisted so I can see where to wrap the yard. It will probably be a longer stretch due to the reefs. It will touch the mast in different positions, so it will be something like this much, I would say. This sail was a present from Michael Storer and Edna, his wife. Michael Storer is the designer of the Goose, the Goat Island Skiff, and is the owner of Really Simple Sails. They started to make quality sails in the Philippines. They now sell all over the world, and they are really nice sails, guys. The stitching is absolutely perfect. The attention to detail, the webbing there, anti-chafe right on the, I think it's the tack. Yeah, that's amazing. The grommets, really nice one as well. If you want to order a sail or just get a quote, I leave the link to Really Simple Sails on the description below. Now, let's get the yard and the boom attached just on the four corners of the sail so I can lift it. And I'm going to guesstimate where I should attach this to the yard. Let's get a temporary bleater here. How do you guys work the sail without the lazy jacks? Nightmare. That it's not even windy. Okay, let's quickly create this downhaul. We're gonna need one of these. Choose that one. Again, that one. And comes down. I can see there where I need to start the protecting of the yard all the way to the attachment. Where are my lazy jacks? Okay, now I need to do the same wrapping here on the yard from here to there. Hopefully the string will be enough. The Traveler couldn't be any easier. Figure of 8 knot. And the same on the other side. Okay, I've now attached the sail to the yard and to the boom. There's nothing much to this. This is the standard way of doing it. Michael actually has a couple of very good detailed videos on the Open Goose website. I would advise you guys to go and check that out. So this video is not supposed to be a detailed explanation of how to rig the goose. That would make for a very long video. So check the Open Goose website and I will show in detail here only the things that I rig differently, okay? Starting by the lazy jacks. And the first thing you need to do is grab a piece of 12-meter line like this and bend it in half. Now pass this through whatever fitting you've got in here. Grab a rope the same size as the mast, at least, and I'll just do a fisherman's knot. Now grab one of them, grab one of the lines and throw it to the other side, and one to this side. And as you can see, I have put some loops here. This is nothing more than a loop fed through itself twice. Same here, and I have already attached a piece of string there, double, and now I'm going to do the same here. This one is 1.70 meters times 2. Guys, this is all temporary stuff because I have never rigged lazy jacks this way. This is different from what I've done on my skiff, on the Goat Island skiff. So this is only experimental, so rig this at your own risk. Okay, now we grab the long bit of string and tie it to this, and the same on the other side, just go around the sail. As you can see, this is almost like a double topping lift, okay? That's all we've got so far. Now we're gonna measure 1.40 meters from the boom. And now we're gonna do this knot. I don't know the name, but I'll show you. Now we measure 70 from this one upward. And do the same knot. And now that we have the 4 loops on the topping lift, we can attach the strings that are already tied to the boom. Using a simple ball end here. And the same on the other side. And now the other line that is attached to this loop here. And now let's see if the lengths are okay, and if we didn't trap any other lines. Okay, there you go. That's not too bad so for now. This is so good. now it's time to put the cleats for the halyards and the downhaul. On my Got Island skiff, I have these leads to the mid seat. Here, I'm gonna try and sail with them here on the bulkheads. The lines will still go there if I need to, and I can release or bite this from there, I hope. If not, I will then change this to the mid seat as I have on the Goat. I've made some backing plates for that as well. Okay, doesn't work from here. Only here. Okay guys, I've been struggling with weather, sunny spells, showers, heavy rain, sunny spells, so it's been hard to try and make a video with a nice flow to it, but I will try to show you now exactly what I've got rigged on this boat. And let's start here with the rudder. I've got one shock cord. This is all I use on my Got Island skiff. I think this is 8mm shock cord. I use this tag here to release the pressure so I can lift the rudder. And then I've got the tiller extension there, as I showed you in the previous video. And here the double block for the traveler. Okay, I've taped them so they stay always as one unit. Okay, the wind has died down a bit. Let's see if I can raise the sail. Okay, the downhaul. It's a 4 and then times 2, and this piece of spectra here dictates how far this boom will go, and this is the right distance that I want, regardless of if I have one reef, two reefs, no reefs. That's 400mm from there to there. Okay, comes to the cam cleat. Unfortunately, as it is, I cannot bite it from behind this seat, so I might have to lift that maybe an inch or maybe 12mm just so I make it bite. Otherwise I have to come forward of the seat. This block is secured with just a loop. This is spectra as well. This here all needs to be strong, guys. This takes the full force of this downhaul. On this side we've got the bleater, just a ball in here, through the hole and tied again. Okay, so the main sheet. It's tied here to the boom and the sail. Okay, and I've got a block behind the sheet, so this block can never move forward. This is just held there. That's a bowline on the clew of the sail. Comes down to the double block on the traveler, up to another block. This is just another loop fed through itself to hold the block. Comes forward to the ratchet block. I have it here as suggested by Michael Storer, because if I have crew aboard, I'm going to be sailing somewhere here, and I can sheet in from. Okay, maybe if the wind turns a bit now, I'll be sheeting it from here, and the crew can move freely there when we tack. If I'm sailing alone, I put a block there
on the hiking strap attachment, and I'll cheat in from there. This is my favorite sailing position, no doubt about that. But if I've got people aboard, I'm going to cheat from here. Let's try it, see how it goes. Okay, now the outhaul. It starts here with the bowline tied on the boom, goes through this carabiner, through this hole, because I don't have a cheek block. If I had a cheek block, I would put a cheek block here, and this line would run forward from the cheek block, not from the hole. But for now, this will do until I get the cheek block, and the line goes forward. To this cleat here. I'm not exactly sure if this is the best position for it, but on my Goat Island skiff I had it somewhere there mid boom, and I find myself having to point to wind every time I want to reach it, because the boom would be out of the boat and so would the cleat. So I'm gonna try it here. Probably will have to move it a bit further back, but I don't know. Let's try it. And now the lazy jacks. As you can see, there's just a loop there, as I showed you before, and another one there. And see, this is where I thought I wanted the lazy jack, and I have not fixed this yet because I'm still trying to figure out what is the best position. After I sail, for now I'll put tape here just to hold it in place, and once I start sailing, I then might just fix it with a screw or something here on the top so it won't move. Okay, and the lazy jack line comes all the way from the fairlead there, and I'm missing a orange cleat here. On the goat I've got this line laid back as well. I guess I could put an extra cam cleat here, but I'm not sure about that. I think this will stay on a horn cleat. I only adjust this like maybe when I leave and not during sailing, so unless I have to mess with the outhaul. Let's get this sail done. And there you go, guys. It does take time to do it the first time. It did take me almost, well, day and a half at least, trying to rig this. Of course, I'm trying to figure out new things like lazy jacks. That took a while to get the sizes correct. The weather didn't help at all, and the forecast is for another 7 days of showers and heavy rain and sunny spells. So that might actually delay the launch by a week. Which isn't too bad. I mean, there's no point running around. If you can't do it, you can't do it. But I surely miss sailing. By the way, guys, there's a lot more people that have contributed by buying me a coffee, and we'll have their names on the bulkhead. This is the list of all the contributors so far. And if you don't see your name there and you bought me a coffee, please send me an email using the same mail you used on the Buy Me a Coffee page, and I will add your name to the bulkhead. Thanks once again, guys. This is only possible thanks to you, so you guys are stars. There are still a few things I need to finish, like the hiking straps. I've actually got the belt there already, that one, and I'm pretty sure this one won't break. I still have a lot to do regarding taking this apart and putting it together when I car top it. It's easy when it's in the club. It stays there. I just take the mast, put it down, and when I want to go sailing, it's a 1-minute job, and I'm not kidding. Get the mast back up, and I'm ready to launch. When I car top it, I'm gonna have to take a few things apart, and I have to create systems that are quick, like quick shackles and stuff like that, even if it's soft shackles. I cannot be tying knots and untying knots and messing around with them little circling pins things. Nope. But that's a work in progress, and we have to start that once I start sailing. But all that is in the future, so I'll see you next week.